Good morning. It is day 62. May the 4th be with you. So I'm taking it super easy this morning. It was a very long day and a late evening for me yesterday because I didn't start till 10 and I had my biggest mile day to date, which was just under 17. I'm in a little unofficial camping area next to the parking lot where the paved road that takes you to Bland crosses the AT or tangents the AT. There were 3 other tents here last night, and I was the 4th. I got in right at sunset, right after sunset, really, like right around 8 o'clock. And on a long day like that, my body can handle it. It's my feet. My feet are the limiting factor right now, and daylight. My feet really hurt by the end of that. And I woke up this morning with a very painful blister on one of my heels, which is new. And I've got a relatively short day today at 11 miles. And so I'm in no rush. And it was raining, as you saw. It's kind of stopped raining right now. I'm just getting the drips off the trees. But I'm still eating my breakfast, drinking my coffee, and editing some videos. So I'm in no rush. Good morning again. What did we say it was? 62. Yeah, I took my time getting on trail this morning, mainly because of the rain. It rained off and on all morning. Finally stopped about, I heard something. Finally stopped about 30 minutes ago. Hopefully for good this time. It almost looks like there's some brightness to the sky that might suggest the clouds have thinned out, but 11 miles. It'll still be like 6 or 7 p.m. by the time I get to. So yeah, it took me forever to get on trail, waiting out the rain, but I've also developed an extremely painful blister on my left heel. I did all the things you're supposed to do, and it still hurts. Well, I'm up in that cloud, and while it's not wet, it's extremely muggy. Or at least the climb portion was. Now that I've leveled off, it feels kind of cool. One interesting note today on Facebook, in one of the AT 2024 Facebook groups, somebody posted a forwarded copy of a public apology from Bacon and Eggs to the Appalachian Trail community and the trail maintainers and everything, asking for forgiveness and admitting his wrongdoings and having corrected his ways. And so, as far as I'm concerned, that's all we needed, or I wanted. Was for him to stop doing what he was doing. Almost would have been enough, but then also to acknowledge what he has acknowledged. So today's trail snack is coconut roasted almonds and cinnamon roasted almonds, and some dark chocolate. Vegan dark chocolate. I believe it's Human brand. Not sure, but that's what I'll be nibbling on throughout the day. Didn't mean to scare you off. Here we are again.
At around 2:15, I was in the middle of a lunch break or nearing the end of a lunch break when this started up, and it became heavy enough to put on the rain gear. So I've been walking in the rain about 20 minutes now. Well, the rain slowed down enough to where I feel relatively comfortable and back in shirt sleeves. But also I was passed by about 3 hikers, none of whom were wearing rain gear, so I became a little self-conscious of how little it was actually raining anymore. Although it was coming down pretty hard, you know, an hour ago. So here's a new observation for the day. Not for the day, I've been contemplating it for like the last 2 or 3 days. So since I've gotten back on trails after the slack pack, I feel like I am back in a bubble. And really that's just yesterday and today, but on both days, all of a sudden there are somewhere in the neighborhood of dozens of hikers going by. What was that back there? Hey, I like this one better. It's a lot easier to read. To scale, it's like 2 feet tall. The other one was like barely 8 inches. I should be right around 2 miles or 1 hour from Jenny's Knob shelter. Another hiker that just passed me chatted for a brief moment, said that yeah, Jenny's Knob is going to be a packed out zoo tonight, because that seems to be the only place you can get water on this this stretch. So everybody's like headed there tonight. Well, this is my rainy day setup. You can see a shelter beyond and several tents as well. So it is a fairly packed house tonight. And it seems like confirmation that a portion of the bubble has caught up to me. My impression over the last few days seems to be confirmed. This is kind of a shot coming down the trail. I'm right on the edge of the trail. And then that goes down to the shelter that way. Nice little tent city here. Privy Beyond.
Tell them I'll have the last laugh.
Oh, I sent my umbrella home.
The season in which my tarp just disappeared is upon us, for sure, with all these low-growing green shrubberies having completely filled in. I gotta say, it was one of the more clever spouts I've seen. Usually it's a magnolia leaf or something. Oh, there's a leaf inside there. All right, there's a footage of me eating a dehydrated backpacker meal. This one is actually quite delicious, and I put some of my soy chicken curls in there as well, so it's even better. And but I'm sitting here in my hammock being antisocial. Not really. It's pouring rain outside, so all 9 people that are crammed into the shelter are in the shelter. There's about 4 tents out there as well, and then me in my hammock. Gosh, that's all you can do when it's raining. It's not a shelter with a big porch. It's got a little bit of an overhang, but everything else is out in the open, so you can't really even sit around the picnic table. So everybody's just kind of hunkered in, even though there's at least another hour of daylight left.